Hi everyone, this is Kimberly with Your Ultimate Mind Power. And today I'm going to be taking you through an end state guided imagery. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about the benefits of guided imagery for those of you who have not done it before. Just so you can know what it is that you're getting into and what I would like to help you accomplish. So with guided imagery, I'm going to talk you through an imagery in your mind. So that means using pictures you see in your mind and also any other sensory perceptions or visualizations or feelings. So, for example, smells, taste, touch, seeing, hearing. All of your senses will be incorporated, and that will make the guided imagery come to life. So what you're going to be doing is listening to the sound of my voice, following the instructions that I give you, and allowing yourself to experience imagery. So a lot of people, when they hear the word imagery, they think of visualizing or imagining pictures. But it isn't always like that for everyone. Everyone's mind works just a little bit differently. So for some people, it might be hearing more sounds or feelings. So, for example, if I allow myself to image the beach, the ocean, it's one of my favorite places to be. If I allow myself to go there, I can actually hear the sound of the ocean waves in my head, and I can feel the sea breeze and the salty air touching my skin. That's what I mean when I talk about imagery. It's imagining yourself in a situation that you're not in. So why is this helpful? Why would we do this? And what's the difference between this imagery, using guided imagery, and just plain daydreaming? Well, guided imagery is what it sounds like. It's guided, so I'm going to try to help you, direct you to a certain point in your imagery, rather than daydreaming, which can just be free association and letting your thoughts flow in any direction. And the reason why it's important is because our bodies do not discriminate between sensory images in the mind and what we experience as reality and what we call reality. So, for example, if I think about one of my favorite things to eat, which is a really good quality piece of dark chocolate, I will actually start to salivate before I even see or have the chocolate in my presence. So that's my body reacting to the image and the memory of that chocolate and the taste of it in my mouth. So images don't have the same intense impact on the body that real life events do, but they do elicit the essential quality of the experience in the body, sort of like an echo of it or a memory of it. And some of you may have experienced when you encounter a certain smell or a certain sight, it takes you right back to a time or place in your history. So you know what I'm talking about. And the reason why that happens is our mood, our emotions, our body state, and even our blood chemistry associated with what we think of as the real event or the original event, it sort of echoes through the body when we do guided imagery. So how can this be helpful to us? When we practice guided imagery and we direct our thoughts along a certain path, we can actually use that power in the mind to manifest certain things to happen in reality. We can change our thoughts, change our moods, even change our physiology over time when we do this. There have been a lot of scientific studies and neuropsychological studies about this, where people used imagery to increase their blood cells to make them healthier. In a children's hospital in Cleveland, there was a study where even children were able to elevate their levels of immunoglobulin A, which is an indicator of better immune functioning. Other studies have shown that using guided imagery helped people eliminate responses to allergies such as poison ivy, where normally if you've ever been exposed to poison ivy and you've experienced that itching and redness and everything, when they did guided imagery and imagined the poison ivy to be a harmless plant, they didn't have a reaction to it. That's incredible. So that's what we're trying to do here. So all of that long explanation was to say that if you allow it to happen, don't force it, but just allow it to happen, you can experience amazing things in your life, in your real life, by using the power of your mind. So today we're going to be doing what we call an end state imagery. So that means you're going to picture yourself in the state where you want to be. It might not be where you are now. You might be a ways off from it, but you're going to picture yourself there. So for example, if you want to picture yourself at the peak athletic performance, in optimal health, if you want to picture yourself having a certain success in your life, you're going to do that in this imagery. So even if you're not there yet, you're going to imagine yourself, and I'll tell you exactly what to do. You're going to imagine yourself there. And that can help you to rehearse a skill that you already have or learn an altogether new skill. So you can kind of keep it broad, so imagining yourself being successful in your career, for example, or in your love life, or with your physical health. Or if you are preparing for something specific, maybe say you have a presentation you have to give at work and you're a little bit nervous about it, you can use this type of guided imagery to imagine it going the way you want it to go. Imagine being a success in that instance. And that will help you to deal with some of the anxiety that sometimes we feel, or performance pressure that can become a barrier to getting to where we want to be in our lives and our careers. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to find a comfortable place to sit where you won't be distracted for the next 8 to 10 minutes or so. I want you to do this activity hopefully in your home or a quiet space somewhere. Definitely not while you're driving, because it can put you in a relaxed state, and I want you to be safe. And also, if you feel comfortable, it's most effective if you can close your eyes during this activity, because that way you're blocking out any visual distractions in your environment, and you can really just focus on the sound of my voice and the words that I'm saying so that you can make this activity a success. So I'll give you about 10 seconds to get into a comfortable spot, or you can pause this video if you need more time than that. Make sure your legs are uncrossed if you're sitting down or lying down. Try to make sure your head, your neck, and your spine are comfortable and aligned. Shift your weight if you need to, so that you're allowing your body to be fully supported. Just notice if your body is slouched over or slumped over, and try to arrange it so that your head, your neck, and your spine are straight. And taking a deep cleansing breath, inhaling as fully as you comfortably can, and exhaling fully. And again, breathing deep into the belly if you can. And breathing out as completely as possible. And once more, breathing in, and imagine sending the warm energy of the breath to any parts of your body that are tense or sore or tight. And release the tension when you exhale, so you can feel your breath going to all the tight, tense places in your body. loosening and softening them, and then gathering up all the tension and breathing it out so that more and more you can feel safe and comfortable, relaxed and easy. Imagining the cleansing breath in and out, and continuing to breathe deeply and easily at a pace that feels comfortable and natural for you. And as you continue to breathe deeply and easily, any unwelcome thoughts that come to mind, those too can be sent out with the breath, released each exhalation, so that just for a moment the mind is empty. For just a split second, it is free and clear, and you are blessed with stillness. And any emotions, any feelings that are moving around inside you, take note of those too and acknowledge them when you inhale. And then allow yourself to send them out when you exhale, so that your emotional self can be still and quiet. Imagining your emotional self like a lake with no ripples. And continuing to breathe deeply and easily, imagine yourself doing something, whatever end state, whatever activity you'd like to work with for now. Perhaps it's imagining yourself strong and athletic. Perhaps imagining yourself in optimal health. Perhaps you're imagining yourself being successful at whatever work you do, maybe finally having that promotion. Or if you're an entrepreneur, perhaps you're imagining success in your own business, a full bank account, the finances to help your family and your friends and your community, to live a life of financial and time freedom. Or maybe you're imagining an optimal relationship state where your relationships are full of love and compassion and care. Just take a moment and select the end state activity you'd like to focus on for today. And seeing yourself engaged in that activity in all your surroundings, noting where you are, looking around you, taking in the sights, the sounds, the smells. There may even be tastes. So just letting yourself become aware of your environment with all of your senses. Even the feel of your clothes on your body and the air on your skin. And noticing the way your body feels to you in whatever way it's positioned or in motion. And continuing to breathe deeply and easily, see if you can imagine what it feels like to be utterly absorbed in this activity, fully and completely. So focused and involved in it that you've lost all sense of yourself. Moving beyond a sense of time and place. Just doing what you do, freely and easily. Flowing in perfect sync with yourself. Like a dancer becoming the dance. A singer becoming the song. So just enjoying the perfect harmony of mind and body merging into the doing and being. Feeling the grace of being so sharply focused and yet so soft and steady. Enjoying elegant intelligence of the body, mind, and spirit. Knowing what to do without being told. Effortless. Graceful and easy. Suspended in time and space. Like a beautiful bird, aloft on the back of the wind. And holding this moment, breathing it in, enjoying the perfection and the joy of being alive in this moment, and filled with gratitude for just being. Allow yourself to sit with that moment. And then whenever you are ready, taking another deep, full breath and exhaling fully. Knowing you can come back to this place, back to the richness of this experience whenever you wish. Breathing rhythmically, easily, and naturally. Whenever you are ready, allowing yourself to come back into the room. Beginning to feel your body in the chair you're sitting on or the surface you're lying on. Just beginning to move your fingers and toes gently, coming back into your body, knowing in a deep place that you are better for this. And so you are. When you're ready, you can open your eyes if you've had them closed. And just allow yourself the time you need to bring your mind back to the present, back to the room. So that concludes our guided imagery for this session, and I hope you will tune into some of my other sessions on this channel and subscribe to the channel. Like this video if you found this exercise helpful, and feel free to subscribe so you can get the new content that I'm going to be putting out, some additional imagery exercises and tips and tools to help you use your mind to become what you want to be in your life, to manifest that abundance in all areas of your life and your experience, and to use the power that's within you to bring that into fruition. So thank you for being with me today for this experience, and I will see you next time.